Hey guys, this is the video for fire signs for the second week of September 8th through the 14th. Now to get started, I am going to use my fire element spray and tune into the element of fire and see what comes through for the next week. I channeled the recipes for these sprays, and the message that came with them was that they were to play on sensory memory to trigger the different energies of the elements that we have within us. So you can use them to balance your own energies or to tune into that particular energy. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading for fire signs. Got abundance and expansion. So which way are you going to use that fiery energy to expand? Because on that abundance card, it can go either way. Like you can expand out into more feelings of despair, or you can start getting resourceful and then using that energy to build on what you want. So fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, second week of September. And I was just talking about that. Where are you going to use that fire energy? And it's almost like she's got smoke around her. So when I'm thinking about fire, are you going to use that fire, that passion, that drive to destroy? Or are you going to use it to build? Like a controlled burn. What could you omit from your life that isn't helping you control your passion, your fires? Guilt. You can let go of feelings of guilt. That would help. Ooh, and quest. So this is about self-care and not feeling bad about taking care of yourself first, because then you start feeling kind of complacent. So then we've got a halo over here, and then we've got the same figure in the dark over here. And then we've got light and dark here. And quest is about integrating those aspects so that you can be in balance. Oh, and I do want to mention the portal date on September 9th. There's a lot of energy going on. These energies are really supportive of this transformation that everybody's going through. So using what you have to get what you want seems to be an ongoing theme. So this also mentions being brave and facing the truth head on. Don't stick your head in the sand. Be aware of what you're creating and don't feel guilty about taking care of you. This is about reclaiming your life and understanding where people might have manipulated you in the past. And then, like with this, don't get too caught up in how you were victimized, how you were manipulated, because you don't want to use that energy. You don't fight fire with fire, so to speak. That one wants to go with creation. Insecurity. So this is basically just like a part of yourself that you have rejected. So maybe you have been a manipulator in the past, and that's something that you need to face head on and realize where you may have participated and created that kind of energy, and then heal it, because it's like missing from this person's heart. It's also a root chakra card. Complacency. Living your life for someone else, not taking care of yourself. Cross and confusion. Maybe you wouldn't be so confused if you did just like sit down for a minute and realize different parts of your life and like seeing different ways to see things, different sides. I really like this card. It says isolation, but in my mind I always hear suit up. Like there's this new you just waiting in the closet. You just need to like let go, heal whatever you've been insecure about, and get on with the show. Okay, then we got the soulmate card. So it's almost like this little piece is missing. And the soulmate card is about you coming back to you and finding you. And that alleviates a lot of the confusion that can keep us feeling like we don't know what's going on, we don't know where to go, we don't know what to do. And this is about knowing what you want. So this came up for earth signs too. So ask for what you want. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. But be ready to suit up. You gotta walk the talk. You can talk about it all day long, but you gotta walk it too. What's on the bottom? Impatience. Be patient. Stepping into a new level of self-mastery often takes a while to finish integrating, but there's a little guy standing behind him, and I always think of this as like his higher self. So, like, we're being guided, we're never really alone. We just need to be patient and wait for things to come through. But we also have to do the work. So, Aries. Tsunami, wake up call. Something's going to be revealed after the storm passes. I think this came through for Aquarius too. So, and I talked about how after a tsunami, there's a bunch of like shells and all of that and pretty things through a disaster. So it kind of reminds me of like the Tower card. We can't control tsunamis, but we can control how we react to it and our method of cleaning up afterwards. So there's that. And I think we had the Tower card last week too. So there's some major transformations going on for everyone right now. Let's get a card for Leo. Leo, second week of September. Radiance! Look at you guys with the sun in the center. We just came out of Leo season not that long ago. So maybe bringing in that fun Leo energy is something that we can do to help balance out these feelings of insecurity and isolation and confusion to step into our greatest version. And that's really what we're trying to do. And when we become our own soulmate, that becomes even more possible. Sagittarius. Reflection. Then on the bottom we have veiled. So I think Taurus also had like submerged, like something is yet to come to light. So reflection. This has to go a lot with what I was talking about in the beginning of the reading when I was saying, well, maybe you've been that person that wasn't so nice, that you might have been the manipulator in some kind of a situation. And you have to face all those different moments. Don't hide your head in the sand. Face it head on and deal with these things. And when we do this, we have a lot of water here. Let me just look at it. Okay, so staying in your emotions is potentially harming your inner radiance and that inner drive, but it's necessary so that you're driving yourself in the right way. You're creating the right things. And that's what we need to remember here as fire signs. We need to be patient. There's more to come. And be open to receive the message. Don't feel so insecure. And when you do start having this stuff and things start revealing themselves to you, be prepared to suit up into what you've been asking for. The universe will meet you halfway. Once you start talking and you start doing, then the universe is like, oh, well, let's bring this person more tools to use so they can get more of what they would like to manifest. So this is the reading for the second week of September for fire signs. I hope you have a good second week of September.